on the campus of the University of South Carolina at Aiken. The second half of our doubleheader features the Columbus State Cougars and your USC Pacers. Before we introduce our starting lineups, we'd ask you to please rise as we honor America and those who defend their freedom both at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineup for the Columbus State Cougars. A 6'5" graduate student guard from Richmond, Virginia, wearing number 0, Brian Burnett. A 5'9" junior guard out of Dublin, Georgia, wearing number 1, Ja'Cory Payne. A 6'3" junior guard from Lawrenceville, Georgia, number 3, Darius Joel. A 6'5" junior forward from Columbus, Georgia, number 20, Marcus Dixon. And a 6'9" senior forward from Detroit, Michigan, number 4, Arvin Kamaj. The head coach is Robert Moore, the assistant coach, Percy Williams, Carl Little, Chris Reedy. Senior guard from Raleigh, North Carolina, wearing number 11, Jalen Barnes. A 6'2" junior guard out of Avon Park, Florida, wearing number 20, Henry Bolton. A 6'6" sophomore guard from Fort Myers, Florida, wearing number 15, Mark Matthews. And a 6'6" freshman forward out of Raleigh, North Carolina, wearing number 2, Jason Brock. The head coach of the Pacers, Mark Vanderslice. The assistant coaches, Jacob Golan, Turner Welcher, David Bellafield.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the USC Aiken Convocation Center for Game 2 of this doubleheader between the USC Aiken Pacers men's basketball team and the Columbus State Cougars.
That's right, I'm Chip Herring.
And I'm Marcus Johnson.
And we're excited about this lack of snow-infested Saturday. They called for it all week, and we got rain, cold rain. Pacers taking on a hot Columbus State Cougar basketball team. When I say hot, they are 9-1. Pacers rocking a 6-4 record. 0-3 in conference, where Columbus State is enjoying a 2-1 conference record.
And we are underway here at the Convo. Pacers take possession of the ball first as they try to set up their attack.
Pacer women winning their earlier game against the Columbus State women. An upset, but fun to watch. And the Convo is a tough place to win. The men Pacer team has only lost one game here at the Convo as that ball gets stuck up on the rim. We're going to need somebody tall to get it, and they got him. That'll be number 4,
Arden Kamaj. 6'9". That'll do the job.
Yeah, he didn't need a ladder. So 0-0 is the score.
An interesting start to this game nonetheless.
That's right.
Columbus State with the ball now, passing it around outside the arc.
Georgia College this past Wednesday giving the Pacers their first loss of the season here in the Dome, in the Convocation Center.
Whatever you want to call it at this point.
It's the Convo.
And another whistle here will blow the play dead.
Henry Bolton III drawing a foul there as he goes up. He'll get to shoot 2.
Despite the loss the other day, Wednesday against Georgia College, Henry Bolton had a heck of a game. 25 points if I'm
He was
I'm
on
correct.
fire, and that's probably why we didn't get snow.
There you go.
He heated it up too much. The residual effects had not dissipated.
And Bolton sinks the first free throw for the first point of the game.
He is the leading scorer of this game with 1.
And now 2. Columbus State now on the attack as they take the ball. Coming in hard, charging towards the paint, up towards the basket, gets the shot away. Got a foul coming up here.
And I got to say, that was a questionable call. Mark Matthews, he got settled in. It looked like he was roasting weenies, had a nice little fire going. That was a slow developing play, but they're going to call him for a blocking foul, and that'll put
Ja'Cory Payne. Ja'Cory Payne will go for the free throws.
He'll cut the deficit in half with 1. And he'll tie it up with 2.
Bounced around a little bit, almost thought it was going to go out, but stayed in. Matthews passes it on to Nobles. Nobles getting it back over to Bolton III. Back on out.
Nobles with an acrobatic effort at best, trying to defy the law of gravity and was unable to do it. Was able to get a throw up. I'm not sure that they're going to give him credit for that shot. Yeah, it looks like they are.
Interesting giving him credit for that shot. I mean,
it could have gone in either direction.
So Christian Nobles will go to the line for 2. Only points of this game have come off of free throws. The first one just a little short. Bounced off the front of the rim and out. And Christian Nobles gives the Pacers back the lead, 3-2 the score in the first 2 minutes of this game. Columbus State has it now. Joel with it, passes it on over to Payne. Payne dancing around, trying to get into the paint, passes it outside. Burnett now passing it on over to Kamaj. Kamaj gets it back over to Joel. Joel charging in towards the basket in the paint, puts it up and puts it in, and the Cougars take the lead 4-3. First non-free throw point.
Long range shot attempt. Does not fall for Jalen Barnes.
Now Payne bringing it back up. He'll pass it into the paint to Kamaj. Kamaj trying to put it up there. He'll miss the basket completely. And a whistle here blows the play dead.
They're going to call that on face on Brock. Trying to get position there when the pass came in. And
the State inbounds it. Passed over to Joel. Joel looks like he had something in his eye.
That would be a finger, Bob.
The falls on the Pacers. Christian Nobles his first in the team's
I didn't see that exactly, but obviously you get a finger in the eye, you're going to be in a bit of pain. Payne will inbound it. And another call here.
And that would be a call against
number 20 in Columbus State, Marcus Dixon.
Marcus Dixon for Columbus State. So he's trying to create a little bit of a wall. Nice little pick play, just can't move when you do it.
And Mark Matthews passing it on into Nobles. Nobles gets it over to Bolton. Bolton passing it on out to Matthews. Matthews trying to find an opening, finds Nobles. Nobles going for three, and he's going to get it. 3-point basket for Christian Nobles, gives the Pacers a 6-4 lead.
And Nobles, one of those great pickups from Payne College program. Nobles coming over here to USC Aiken. He has been a lightning rod for the Pacers. Distributes the ball really well, and he got a nice little shot.
He's definitely been a positive influence on this team. As a 3-point basket there by Arbin Kamaj missed, and Pacers get the ball back.
Mark Matthews with a drive, and he's able to get a finger roll to drop and draw the foul. Possible 3-point play.
That's his first. Gets the team's fourth, and Matthews at the line for the 3-point play.
Matthews setting up now, 8-4 the score, pending this extra point. And it's in. 9-4 the score here, 17 minutes to go in the first half. Cougars with it now, trying to set up. Pass over to Marcus Dixon. Dixon trying to find his way through to the net. He's going to bump into somebody, and we're going to have a foul called.
And officiating showing that they're not going to let a whole lot happen in the way of body contact.
This game has started out to be a little scrappy, so.
Marcus Dixon to the line. 9-4 Pacers lead, 6:50 here in the first period. First half, I should say.
And first free throw is good, 9-5. Call it whatever you want, it's the first of something. And Dixon will sink his second free throw. 9-6 the score, Pacer ball. Nobles sending it on over to Matthews. Matthews will bring it up. Back to Nobles. Nobles will send it on over to Bolton. Bolton trying to charge in towards the net. He'll pass it on out to Matthews at the 3-point line. He puts it up and puts it in. Another 3-point basket for Mark Matthews.
Matthews already showing his scoring prowess with 6 points early here in the first.
Now Payne will bring it up. He'll send it on over to Kamaj. Kamaj sending it over to Joel. Joel over to Dixon. Dixon dancing around, charges into the paint, puts it up, and it's going to go off the backboard and a foul called.
The foul is on the Pacers, number 24, Robert Hill.
Robert Hill picking up his first foul, the freshman out of the ATL area.
Maybe a freshman, but he certainly doesn't look it. 6'10", tallest player on that Pacer team.
Yeah, I'm 50. He looks older than I do.
And the first free throw is good, 12-7. Second free throw up, and the big man himself coming down with it. Hill gets it over to Nobles. And Nobles passes to Matthews.
And it was really close to coming back across the line to get that ball. That would have been a pretty unfortunate. Good tap by the Ryan Burnett as he tips that pass away.
And Bolton just had his pocket picked, and now Bolton picks a pocket, brings it over into the offensive zone. Couldn't corral it for a breakaway, but he sends it over to Nobles, who puts it up, and the tip-in by Hill.
Robert Hill going up big.
Excellent teamwork by the Pacers to get a hard-fought 2 points, 14-7. Now Columbus State with the shot. Hill coming down with the rebound, gets it over to Nobles. Pacers back on the attack. Sent over to Barnes. Barnes now charging in towards the net, and he's going to draw a foul, it looks like.
The foul is on number 3 of the Cougars.
Darius Joel will get hit with the foul.
And we have a full media
And a media timeout coming up, so we're going to take a break. 15:23 in the first half. 14-7 Pacers.
And welcome back here. 15:23 on the clock. 14-7 Pacers lead. A couple of sponsors want to acknowledge. Willie Jules is the best restaurant in town, new to Aiken, located off Whiskey Road. Every meal comes with a side of Southern hospitality. The barbecue is more than world famous. Be sure to check out Willie Jules and tell them Pacer Sports sent you. And back to the action. Pacers inbounded the ball from under their own basket. You got to like the way things have started off. You got players hitting their shots, moving the ball really well, and we're driving the lanes and doing all the things that you would like to do to win. It's just a matter of can we keep it up. And baseline jumper by Christian Nobles, actually a rare, catches a little bit of the backboard and almost went in.
And now Columbus State will take possession of the ball, passing it around. Payne will try for three himself, bounces off the rim, but he's going to get his own rebound, passes it on out over to Joel. And another rebound picked up by Columbus State, tipped away, but a foul will be called.
Yeah, tough break there as Julian Barnes just was trying to swipe it away, and he did, but he got a little too much skin. Pacers shooting 50% from the field. 3-point field goal efforts are 2 for 4, so 50% there, 80% from the free throw line.
First free throw shot is no good for Marcus Dixon. I like his first name, by the way. Good first name.
The Cougars are shooting 20% from the field, 0% from the three, and 83.3 from the free throw line prior to that last failed attempt.
This one will go in, and it's 14-8.
That'll balance it out nicely.
Now Nobles will pass it on over to Matthews as they try to bring it up the court. Almost running into some opposition there, gets it to Matthews. Matthews over to Bolton. Bolton will find Barnes. Barnes back to Bolton. Bolton charging in, gets it into Matthews underneath the net. Matthews unable to put the shot up as he was covered completely by Arbin Kamaj.
Yeah, Matthews got pushed up under the basket just a little bit farther than he needed to be to try to pull that shot off. Almost had to arch backwards to get it. Good move by Nobles.
Nobles gets it to Barnes, and there's going to be a traveling call here.
And a tough break for the Pacers as they had something nice working there.
So with that, Columbus State will take possession.
Substituting in is number 3, Darius Joel.
And Darius Joel will come in to sub in for Columbus State. We'll pass over to Dixon. Dixon looking for an opening. He'll take it himself into the net. Beats Robert Hill to put it into the basket. Not an easy man to get by, but somehow Marcus Dixon found a way. Now Nobles over to Matthews. Matthews over to Barnes. Barnes back to Bolton. Bolton to Nobles. Nobles to Barnes. The tandem of Barnes and Noble out there. Noble gets it to Matthews. Matthews to Barnes. Barnes will try for two. It's in and out, but Hill picks up the rebound, tries for it himself, gets the shot broken up, and is going to roll out of bounds. And it'll be a Pacer ball.
substituting in is number 23, Antonio Bishop.
Antonio Bishop will come in for the Cougars. He'll be giving Kamaj a breather.
And a meeting of the minds here between the officials before play resumes. And Barnes will inbound it. Barnes to Nobles. Nobles back to Barnes. Back over to Bolton. Bolton for three, and he's going to just barely miss it. Rebound picked up there by Burnett. Burnett passes it to Dixon. Dixon back to Burnett. Burnett puts the shot up off the rim. Rebound is going to be picked up by Dixon. Dixon tries to put it back up. A fight for the ball under the basket, and somehow Barnes comes up with it, gets it to Hill, and back over to Nobles. Pacers come away with it. Now Barnes charging in hard towards the net. Puts the shot up there, and there's going to be a foul called.
What he said.
Antonio Bishop, the man who just came in, is going to get called on the foul. And Jalen Barnes will get 2 freebies. And a little something underneath the basket. Entirely sure what was going on there.
Paris Ballinger looking like he's going to come in briefly. It might have been a contact lens.
I was going to say, if this was a hockey match, he might be picking up his teeth.
It's a basketball game. It could be his teeth.
It could be. It could be.
Yeah, it's a contact lens came out.
Ooh. You want to wash that off a little bit before you put it back in.
Trainer for Columbus State got him taken care of.
And the first shot by Barnes is good, 15-10. Second free throw, also good. 16-10 with 13 and a quarter left in the half. Columbus State will bring it up. Quick pass over here to Payne. Payne will get it on over to Marcus Boyd. Boyd sending it over to Payne. Payne back to Boyd. Boyd will try for three. Off the rim, rebound. It's going to be out, but it'll be a Columbus State ball.
Yeah, Austin Grimes was in good position, just couldn't get his hand on the ball, and it rolled off of him. Looks like he took a little bit of a shot to his left eye.
Columbus State inbounds it. Back to Joel. Joel gets it over to Payne. Payne trying to get a pass in, but a double coverage here. Somehow working out of it, putting the shot up and in. Antonio Bishop somehow got through the defenders and get the 2 points.
Defying the laws of physics.
They say 2 bodies can't occupy the same space at the same time. He sure did.
That's right.
Pacers with the ball now, though. Here comes a shot off the rim and no good for Paris Ballinger, but the rebound picked up and in by Austin Grimes. Yeah, Columbus State brings it up again.
The three-point basket, Ja'Cory Payne.
And Ja'Cory Payne will get the three-point basket, 18-15 the score. Pacers still leading it with just under 12. Pass over to Paris Ballinger. Ballinger trying to set up the offense over to Barnes. Now it's over to Bolton. Bolton looking for an opening. He's going to find it all the way over to Ballinger. Ballinger will send it back over to Barnes. Barnes charging into the paint, puts it up, and Robert Hill trying to tip it in there, couldn't get to it, and is going to roll out. And Columbus State will take the ball with Payne bringing it up quickly.
A little floater there, just wouldn't drop.
And a foul coming up here.
That's his second. It's the team's 7.
Columbus State player looking at the ref with an incredulous look. No way did I touch him.
An immediate timeout coming up. 11:25 left in the first half. Pacers lead the Cougars 18-15. And welcome back, folks. Pacers have the ball coming out of the timeout, 18-15. They lead the Columbus State Cougars. There's Ballinger with the ball, sending it on over to Raheem Freeman. Freeman back over to Ballinger. Ballinger looking for an opening. He's facing a little bit of pressure. Freeman with the ball now. Back to Paris Ballinger. Ballinger sends it over to Barnes now. Barnes with the ball, sends it on over to Grimes. Grimes trying to get it in underneath the net. He does, and the shot clock is going to buzz, and a shot clock violation called.
Can't get it to touch the rim. He got the shot off, just
hit the backboard, not the rim. Unless he didn't hit any, I'm not sure. The Columbus State will take it on the shot clock violation. Payne trying to find an opening here. Dancing around with it. Gets a little bit of help from his team. Little pass over. Here's the shot. It's up and it's in.
Good-looking shot.
Jamal McKee with a very nice, not only a block to stop the defenders, but to get the pass and get the ball in. But Mark Matthews comes back and answers with a three-pointer.
And he did that from about 3 feet behind the arc. So his range, he's feeling the range right now.
Well, you were saying before this game, this men's team tends to live and die by the three-pointer, and so far, thanks to Mark Matthews, they're living by it.
Substituting in for Pacers, number 12, Malinkovich.
Some subs coming in as we have a stoppage of play after the scrum for the ball.
Malinkovich coming in for Jalen Barnes. Swishu back playing down there in the middle. He brings a little bit of size to the equation. We're definitely a taller team right now.
Ballinger's pass was almost tipped and intercepted, but Mark Matthews managed to get to it. Ballinger back to Matthews. A little send over to Malinkovich. Now it's over to Freeman. Freeman gets it over to Ballinger. Ballinger to Matthews. Matthews now will hold on to it for a little bit.
Good defense by the Columbus State Cougars.
And not giving up any openings right now. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. There's a shot and a three-pointer.
Malinkovich is on the court and announcing his presence with authority. Nice looking shot there.
Nenad Malinkovich from Serbia. Pretty much shot that all the way from Serbia.
He kind of did.
24-17 your score, 9.5 to go in the first. With it is Payne. Payne looking for an open man, and he'll find one with Kamaj. Kamaj now sending it over. Here's a shot by McKee. McKee's going to miss everything, and it goes right into the hands.
And if all the students were back for class, there would have been a chant for air ball on that effort.
And Mark Matthews misses that three-pointer. A whistle's going to be blown here, and it's going to be a Columbus State ball.
Yeah, Mark Matthews.
Number 42, Kevin Swishu. And that's his first as a team 7. Checking the lineup will be the trio.
They call, I guess it was a player. Okay. I was going to say, I thought they were calling Mark Matthews for the foul. But apparently Swishu picked up his first. So he's away from the ball.
Number 4, Arvin Kamaj.
So Arvin Kamaj will go to the line. And that one is good, 24-18.
Pacers, number 23.
Mars out of Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit, Michigan, as they say in the Great White North. And back-to-back free throws are good, 24-19. And Matthews will take the pass from Nobles. Malinkovich now has it. Passes it back to Nobles. Excellent pressure by Columbus State. Nobles puts it up, though, as he fights through the defenders, but Kamaj will come down with the rebound, and Columbus State ball. Little pass over from Lambert in the paint. Here comes Kamaj again with a nice hook shot.
Nice little left. That was a finger roll from his left hip.
Malinkovich now charging in towards the basket, puts it up, puts it off the side of the backboard, and nobody from the Pacers able to come down with the rebound, but a bunch of people on the floor. We have a stoppage of play.
And they're going to get Marcus Dixon.
Marcus Dixon of the Cougars is second. The team's
And his greatest crime is he didn't get up fast enough.
1-1.
This is true.
That's going to put Swishu up on the line.
Substituting in is number 0, Ryan Burnett.
The other big man of the Pacers, Kevin Swishu, 6'8", 240-pound graduate student
a.k.a. midget.
You could call him that if you want to. However, I don't think I'd have the nerve to do so.
He answers to it.
Shisu puts it up, bounces around, and it'll be blown dead.
The ball is on number 15,
Mark Matthews picking up his second foul.
Bolton checks into the line for the Pacers.
Now, Sweezy's is going to come out. Bolton's coming in.
Kamaj will now shoot from the line. 24-21 the score. Kamaj's free throw misses, and it'll be picked up by Freeman. The Pacers are off and away. Nobles passes it over to Bolton. Bolton to Matthews inside the paint. Matthews puts it up and in. A two-pointer by Mark Matthews.
Matthews in double digits, 11 points with that shot.
He's having a good game so far. Look to see him keep the trend up. Now Joel with the ball. Joel will take a shot himself, and a nice two-pointer from Joel. And both sides trading points. Quick pass to Milinkovic. Milinkovic is going to try for three. That one's off the rim. Rebound will be picked up by Burnett.
He was too close. He was right on the arc.
Burnett trying to pass one in the paint, and it's broken up by Bolton. Good defensive play by Bolton. An immediate timeout coming up. It's 26-23. Good game so far with 7:46 left in the first half. And welcome back, folks. 26-23 the score. Pacers leading the Cougars by just 3 points with 7:46 left in the first half. Been an exciting game so far. Pacers with an excellent record here at home, only losing their very first home game just a couple nights ago. And of course, this Cougar team with only one loss on the year. Cougars have the ball right now. Pass it inside the paint to Kamaj. Kamaj puts it up. It bounces around. Rebound coming down. And it'll be picked up by Matthews. Matthews dealing with some pressure. And a foul coming up.
The foul is on number 10, Vic Ellis of the Cougars. His first, the team's ninth. Going to the line.
Vic Ellis will pick up his first foul.
Mark Matthews.
19 fouls for the Cougars, 8 for the Pacers. 26-23, 7:37 on the clock. Mark Matthews to the charity stripe.
And Mark Matthews already with 11 points on the night, looking to add to that total. And he will with that one. First free throw is good. Second free throw also good. So the score now 28-23. Cougars bringing it up. A little pass over to Ellis, Vic Ellis. Now pass into Burnett. Burnett trying to go in towards the basket, but he's going to lose possession of the ball. And a foul coming up.
That might be on Austin Grimes.
It will be on Austin Grimes, according to the official.
Austin Grimes, his first, the team's ninth. At the charity stripe for 2, Ryan Burnett.
Now Brian Burnett will go to the line to shoot. First free throw is good, 28-24. Second free throw bounces off the rim and is pulled down by Austin Grimes, who gets it on over to Nobles, and the Pacers will bring it up. Nobles passes to Barnes. Barnes back to Nobles. Nobles thought about three, decided against it, slips a bit, but gets the pass over to Barnes. Barnes over to Grimes. Grimes now gets it to Barnes. Barnes passes it on over to Bolton. Bolton passing it back, intercepted as he tried to go to Barnes. Now the Cougars will bring it on down their own way, put it up and in for 2 more points, and it's only a 2-point game, 28-26. Pacers with the ball now. Matthews gets it on over to Barnes. Barnes sends it over to Nobles. And Nobles must have just stepped out a little bit there as the play is called dead.
Yeah, it's just not knowing where you're at. You can't put that foot back there to push off if you're standing on the line.
Cougars have the ball.
Had a little bit of problem with that Wednesday. It's just about knowing where you're at.
Lambert passes it into the paint to Kamash. Kamash puts it up, but it's coming down straight to Nobles.
Kamash shoots with a lot of authority, a lot of confidence. You feel like he just knows he's going to make that shot. A good acrobatic shot by Jalen Barnes.
And nobody was covering him as he just came in right underneath the basket. Now John Lambert brings it up for the Cougars. He'll try to take it himself, pass it into the paint to Kamash once again. Kamash puts it up, bounces off the rim, tries to pull down his own rebound, but Barnes takes it away and brings it up himself. Loses it, though, as it was tipped away. And Columbus State coming right back on in, passing it on over around, back over to Lambert. Lambert puts it up and in for the three-point shot. And now it's a 1-point game, 30-29, under 6 to go in the half.
You got to know when to push it, when not to push it. We were not in a good position to push it that last time we go around, but a nice little feed into Mark Matthews as he gets an easy deuce underneath the basket.
Extend the Pacers lead to 3 once again. Coming in hard and trying to put the shot up was Joel, but he missed it, and Pacers come down with the rebound. Grimes now bringing it up. Passes it over to Bolton. Bolton is going to try for 3, and he's going to get it. 3-point shot there for Henry Bolton III.
You got to like the way things are looking for the Pacers. We are hitting the shots we need to hit.
Now it's Columbus State's turn to try for 2. Grimes comes down with the rebound as the shot bounces out. And Nobles comes up with the ball now. Nobles gets it to Grimes. Grimes over to Barnes. Barnes to Matthews. Matthews is going to try for 3. It's going to bounce off the rim. And coming down with it was Vic Ellis on the rebound. Ellis now passing it over to Joel. Joel gets it back to Lambert. Lambert for 3, off the rim and down for Matthews. No good on the 3-point try, and now Nobles is charging up quickly. Trying to fight his way through there, passes it on out to the 3-point line and in! 3-point basket there for Henry Bolton III, and a timeout coming up. 38-29, 4:32 left in the half. Pacers lead it. And we're back, 38-29, 4.5 to go in the first half. Cougars have the ball as they trail the Pacers. Joel trying to do it all himself, sends it over to Kamaj. Kamaj now passing it on out. Now Payne will put it up, and he's going to get called on the travel.
I got to say, that was a really finite bit of traveling.
I'll be honest, I didn't see traveling, but then again.
That's what I mean. what little travel there was. He didn't cover much ground.
Now Barnes sends it over to Nobles. Nobles trying for the shot. The fadeaway shot is good. Nicely done by Christian Nobles to get another 2 points. Pacers adding to their lead. And Joel sending a pass on over. Back to Joel. Joel trying for 3. That's going to bounce off the rim, but Dixon comes up with the rebound, puts it up, bouncing around, trying to tip it in. Kamaj, and he will do it this time on his, maybe 5th rebound?
Kamaj has got a little bit of reach. And he's going to pick up his foul. And
yeah, Barnes got able to draw the foul there as he came in hard towards the basket.
Barnes pressing the issue a little bit. And Kamaj paying the price.
That's a second. It's the team snap before we shoot free throws. We have a full media.
And with that, we're got a full media timeout. So this is a good time to go add a few ice cubes to your drink or maybe heat up your hot cocoa. We'll be right back.
And the media timeout concludes with the Pacers holding a 40-31 lead with 3:33 left in the first half over the Columbus State Cougars. And Jalen Barnes will go to the line for 2 free throws, fresh off the break. And the first one is good, 41-31. And make that 2, 42-31, as Barnes sinks both free throws. And now the Cougars will bring it up. Dixon with a quick little pass over to Lambert. Lambert sending it on into Payne. Payne looking for an open man, gets a block, puts the shot up for 2, and it's good.
Good looking shot by Ja'Cory Payne.
And now Nobles will bring it up quickly, something that he's known for. Quick little pass over to Faison Brock, who gets it over to Barnes. Barnes now trying to do a hook shot of his own.
Trying to do too much with that. I mean, but and I don't know that I need to defend him on that, but his teammates did not give any separation between them and he with the ball. It's like, well, who do you dish it off to? I might as well go ahead and throw it up and hope it goes in.
And with that, Cougars will take possession. Lambert passes it over to Joel. Joel gets it on into Bishop. Bishop over to Payne. Now it's going back to Payne from Lambert. Payne trying to get a pass into the paint to Bishop. Now Dixon picks it up and puts it in.
That was a good feed.
They were
by
patient.
Antonio Bishop as he bounce passes that to a.
And they were patient and it paid off.
That's right. Teammate crashing to the boards. He gets it to him. Easy deuce.
Now Noble sends it over to Brock. Brock back over to Barnes. Barnes to Bolton. Bolton for 3 off the rim. Rebound will be picked up by Payne as it was batted by Hill. Payne trying for it himself, and Barnes just rejects him completely.
I didn't see the fumes from the jet, the turbine jet engines, but dang, he was up in the air out of nowhere.
And it's going to result in 2 points for Faison Brock off of the beautiful block by Barnes to keep the Pacers ahead by 9.
We could have hung a banner behind him saying, "Go Pacers," as he was flying through the air.
Do a little skywriting while you're at it. Joel now moving in on the paint. Gets a little pass in there, and unable to come up with a good shot was Bishop. He gets his rebound, and this time he will get a good shot for 2 points. And Noble sends it over to Bolton. Bolton gets it into Brock. Brock with a little layup, and he puts it in.
Brock comes in there uncontested. I think he was surprised by that.
It almost looked like he hesitated before the
Right,
layup,
like,
thinking,
where's the defense?
thinking, is somebody going to hit me yet? No, okay. Payne with the ball now for Columbus State. That's over to Dixon. Dixon looking for his open man, and he'll find it with Bishop. Bishop's going to try for three, and it was good and true the whole way. 3-point basket for Antonio Bishop.
Not just part of the way, the whole way.
The whole way.
Like,
Good and true the whole way.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's got to be the case almost every time you make a shot.
All right. Jalen Barnes gets a two-pointer while I'm getting picked on by Chip. Ja'Cory Payne comes in now with the ball, passes it on in. Dixon now with the ball, knocks a man over.
Yeah, that shot was only on part of the way.
Only on part of the
first part. Second half it missed.
The second half it decided to give up halfway through.
But it is a blocking foul.
It's the team's 10th. At the line shooting 2 will be Marcus Dixon.
That'll be on Christian Noble, picking up his second foul of the game.
And Marcus Dixon to the line for two. And one of two is good.
For the Pacers, number 14, Paris Ballinger.
Ballinger will come back into the lineup for the Pacers. And 2 of 2 is good. Cuts the pace lead to 6, 48-42 with just about 30 seconds to go. Ballinger with the ball. He's getting a lot of coverage there from Joel. Unable to find an opening. Gets it over to Bolton, however. And a timeout coming up here by the Pacers.
And while we do that, I'll go ahead and cover a little bit more of our sponsorships. Thank you to Tyler Tire and Auto Center. Been serving the Aiken area for over 50 years. And for all your vehicle needs, go to Tyler Tire and Auto Center. Aiken Flooring, the best in the business for all your flooring needs. Contact Aiken Flooring. You can stand on them. And Innovative Solutions for all your printing needs. Go to Innovative Solutions. Quality work at an excellent price. Not a good price, an excellent price.
Hold on, is it excellent the whole way?
I think, yeah, it has to be. It has to be the whole way. And while you're doing it, South Carolina Education Lottery, play the lottery. Remember, when you play the lottery, you're not only taking a chance, but also giving a chance. We'll play on words there. Gotta like it. I think Brent Hager wrote these.
He probably did.
Sports Information Director, USC Aiken. If you have any complaints, that's who you want to talk to. Brent Hager. Denny Michaelis, State Farm Insurance, the best in the business for all your insurance needs. Go to Denny Michaelis, State Farm Insurance.
And perfectly timed as the thank yous to our sponsors concludes, the action will resume momentarily.
So not like
Not
all
perfect.
the way.
Not perfect
It's
anymore.
just
I thought for a
almost.
second.
Everybody, the players were ready. The players are ready, but the officiating crew is still matching stripes.
And they're not sure if they're black with white stripes or white with black stripes yet.
It's an age-old discussion. It's right up there with the chicken and the egg.
And we'll see Faison Brock inbound it to Nobles with about 20 seconds left to go. Nobles are just going to try to drain the clock here. However, there are 10 seconds left on the shot clock, 15 on the main clock.
Yeah, I was going to say only about 3 to 4 seconds difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
And Barnes will put up a shot for two with 2 seconds left on the clock. 3 seconds left in the half. And Columbus State going to try for a buzzer beater. The shot is up, but a little too much on it. And that's halftime, 50-42. The Pacers lead the Cougars of Columbus State by that score as we go into the second half after a short break.
Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the USC Aiken Convocation Center. I'm Marcus Johnson along with Chip Herring. And the Pacers lead the Columbus State Cougars 50-42 as we start the second half of action. Mark Matthews passes it on over to Christian Nobles. Nobles to Jalen Barnes. Barnes back to Matthews. Matthews, just misses a three. Couldn't go through that promise he gave you, huh?
No, I know. I looked at Matthews and said, come on, make a shot for crying out loud. And he looked at me and said, my bad. And, well, it's still his bad as he misses that one. But the Pacers showing good defense as they were able to disrupt the Cougars' efforts to score. Good drive by Barnes, and count it as Jalen Barnes gets two, stretching the lead to 10.
Yeah, and he's going to get an opportunity to make it even more as he goes for that extra point.
Still a little left of that season for forgiving. Little residual effects.
I still have my tree up, so. And there it is. It's my mother.
Gotcha. For those of you who couldn't hear my look, it was disgust.
Yeah, I'd like to take it down usually right after, but she won't have that.
She's holding on. No, fight the good fight. Let her have her moment.
Yeah, she makes the money, so.
Right.
Basket by number 20, Marcus Dixon.
Marcus Dixon will go in with a little reverse layup. Driving into the paint.
And Nobles with the ball. Sends it into Barnes. Barnes is going to try for two. Bounces around. Matthews trying to come with the rebound. However, it's going to be Bolton getting it. Back out to Nobles, who thought about a long three.
I think we all thought Nobles was going to pull the trigger on that.
They send it over to Bolton, who missed it, and the rebound comes up for the Cougars, who put it up and in for two.
Good movement by the Cougars as they worked that ball back down the court. They didn't wait for anybody. They just took whoever was with them and got 2 points to show for it.
Barnes gets it to Nobles.
A little 3-2 defense by the Columbus State Cougars.
Matthews with a pass over to Bolton. Bolton looking, Bolton charging, Bolton passing over to Nobles now. Nobles is going to try. Bounces up, almost got stuck again. That's how this whole game started.
Those were the days.
Columbus State passing it around. Payne sending it on over to Burnett, who goes for three, gets three. 53-49 the score. Columbus State chipping away at that Pacer lead. Barnes with the ball now. Sends it back to Matthews.
And a little Pacers going to call a timeout. And I'll tell you, that was the big difference in the first half was Pacers were hitting all those shots, and Columbus State was not able to. But as we're talking, they announced a media timeout, so we're going to take a media timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
And we're back, 53-49 the score. Pacers have the ball with Matthews passing it over to Nobles, over to Barnes. Now Barnes will send it back to Nobles, over to Bolton. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Nobles going for three. It's going to go off the rim, so the shot clock will renew, but it doesn't matter as the Cougars get the ball. And Dixon bringing it down quickly, trying to take it himself. Bounces it around, trying to tip it in. And he will tip it in as Kamash.
Yeah, we've got our big guys have got to push him out a little farther away from the basket. He's getting a lot of these balls over their backs. And the only reason why he's able to do that is they're not getting position under the basket.
They're bringing in Kevin Shwisu now. Possibly try to use his size to stop him, but Kamaj out at the free throw line for the point. And he'll get it. And that Pacer lead is back down to 1, 53-52.
Shwisu out of the metropolis of Cameroon.
Barnes gets it over to Nobles. Nobles makes a nice move there. Passes it back to Barnes. Barnes a little bounce to Matthews. Matthews, so he's going to draw a foul here.
Foul is on number 0,
Ryan Burnett gets called on the foul.
The team's second. Going to the line.
And Matthews will get 2 shots. And the first free throw is good. Extends the Pacer lead to 2 once again. And make it 3 as Matthews sinks his second free throw, 55-52. Now Joel will bring it up for Columbus State. He'll pass it over to Burnett. Burnett over to Dixon. Dixon sends it to Payne. Payne trying to make some moves here, trying to get around Barnes, and he'll pass it instead to Dixon in the paint.
Has to travel.
Yep. Couple extra steps there for Dixon. Draws the travel call. And it'll be Pacer ball. And he'll send it to Matthews to inbound it. Matthews with it now. Sends it over to Barnes. Barnes back to Matthews. He's bringing it up, back over to Barnes, back to Matthews, just a back and forth. Nobles now has it, breaks up the pattern. Bolton to Matthews. Matthews back over to Nobles. Nobles to Barnes, Barnes to Bolton. Bolton almost loses it. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's a shot by Shwisu, he misses. Tipped though by Matthews, goes in. Excellent job by Matthews to save that one.
Matthews showing 19 points. Up to this point, looking good. Until he tried to play defense right there.
Come on.
Not so great on the defense side in that particular moment. Oh, what a reverse, but can't get it to fall. Shwisu has to throw it out because he was under the basket by the time he got it.
He's looking for an open man over there on the far side. However,
turns out that was a man on the bench.
Yeah.
We have a full media.
But he was wide open, and we got a media timeout. So with that said, we'll give you a chance to go top off your drinks. We'll be right back.
And we're back. 57-54, Pacers over the Cougars with just under 16 to go here in the final half. Cougars have the ball. With it now, Boyd. Boyd sending it over to Joel. Joel trying to make something happen here. He'll send it back, however, to Dixon. Dixon to Boyd. Boyd to Payne. Payne for 3. Off the rim.
That would have been impressive had he made that. He had a hand right in his face. It still was close, and we got a blocking foul under the basket.
2 men go down, but one comes up with some shots probably.
That'll be on Marcus Boyd.
Number 25, Marcus Boyd.
He'll be picking up his first foul of the game.
Oh, no, they're not going to go for free throws. He didn't get the shot off, I guess.
Yeah, he wasn't in the act. He had actually dropped his shoulder. He wasn't in
okay.
active shooting.
You saw that, I did not, but quick pass into Matthews on the inbound, gets the 2 points anyway.
Matthews with 21 points, making me eat my words. I guess he's getting those baskets I suggested. That's how good I am at coaching.
Hey, you helped to lead the team to a regional championship. I'd say you're not too bad.
We did go Elite 8. That was pretty cool. I will say Sioux Falls, South Dakota, if any of you listeners are up there, bundle up. That was so bitter cold. My lungs hurt the first time I inhaled that air.
I know the pain. There's been some days where I used to live where they were like that.
That's why I live in the South. We get our 2 or 3 days of winter, and then we're back to beautiful. Good looking shot right there.
Jalen Barnes sinking the 3. Pacers hitting those threes when they need to.
62-54 is the lead.
Payne with the ball now, sending into Kamash. That's back out to the 3-point line, back to Payne.
Yeah, I'm surprised that
Miscommunication there, and you can see the frustration in Payne's reaction. He went to pass it, and his target decided to run the other way.
hate it when that happens. I'm surprised to see Kamaj at 11 points. You know, early on he was really hot, and I got to think they're just not getting the ball to him. And his defense has been fantastic. He's had a lot of blocks today.
Pacers playing around outside the arc. Barnes sends it over to Bolton, back to Barnes.
That's a travel there. Barnes knew it as soon as he dumped the ball off, he realized.
And just a momentary hesitation before he started dribbling, and that's what cost him. Now Payne over to Joel. Joel now, ooh, collision there at the three-point line between Payne and Nobles, but everybody seems okay.
Christian, man. I thought he got broken in half for that little collision. He popped back up. He might be a little sore.
Just a little bit, yeah.
After this game.
He may not know up from down right now, but as long as he knows which basket's his,
I'm going to be sore just watching it.
Yeah, that was definitely a hit you don't expect to see in a basketball game. Almost looks like a football tackle.
Well, and to the benefit of the Columbus State player, he didn't lose the ball.
That's true. Good hands, yeah. Now Columbus State will try for two, and there's the first free throw. Is good by Payne. And they're going to bring Faison Brock in place of Mark Matthews. Looks like Paris Ballinger getting ready to check in as well.
Also coming in for the Pacers, number 14,
he will replace Christian Nobles. So the second free throw from Ja'Cory Payne coming up. 62-55, 62-56 the score, as that one is in. And Brock will send it over to Barnes, who's getting pressure, but he gets it up to Bolton. Bolton bringing it up now. Passes it back to Barnes, almost intercepted. Barnes trying for three, and he's going to sink it. No, they're going to call it two. He must have just towed the line.
Toe is just over the line. He thought he had a three.
I thought he had a three, but officials must have seen something else.
And we know they're never wrong, so it was a two.
And Columbus State with it. Payne sending it on over to Boyd. Boyd back to Payne. Payne gets it into Kamaj. Kamaj sending it into Payne.
Good look by Kamaj.
Darius Joel's basket was good.
And it's a good basket for Joel.
That's his first.
He came flying down the baseline, and Kamaj, being astute, was able to make a quick little back bounce pass. Got the deuce and a chance for a trace.
As they'll cut the lead down to 5 if they're able to make it. And they do. Ja'Cory Payne sinking that one. Or not Ja'Cory Payne, sorry, Darius Joel.
On the court for the Pacers comes number 12, Milinkovic.
And now we'll see Milinkovic come back on. Faison Brock will inbound it. to Ballinger. Ballinger bringing it up slowly as he's covered by Payne. He now gunning up faster. Bolton takes the pass, almost intercepted. Bolton trying to do it himself. Able to draw the foul.
The foul
was on number 25, Marcus Boyd. That's his second.
Marcus Boyd picking up his second. 4 team fouls for the Cougars, 3 team fouls for the Pacers. Nobody in foul trouble up to this point.
And now Bolton will try for the free throw. First one bounces around and in. And Bolton will sink the second free throw. That'll get him to 10 points on the day. Stay bringing it up. John Lambert has the ball. Lambert with a pass to Payne. Payne sends it over to Boyd. Boyd back to Lambert. Lambert gets it over to Bishop. Bishop trying for 3, and he's going to get nothing but nothing as it goes straight through without touching anything.
He was about 4.5 feet behind the arc when he pulled that up, and it looked like the most dainty touch you ever saw. So good shot by number 23, rocking Michael Jordan's old number before he switched over to 45.
There's a three-point shot by Bolton, the third. 3 for the third. Answering right back, 69-62, just over 12 to go in the game.
Well, anything you can do, I can do better moment.
And Boyd sending it over to Payne. Payne back over to Lambert. Lambert looking for an open man. Thinks about taking it himself. He will for a three-point try, and it's going to go around the rim and in. Trading three-pointers now between these two teams. It's only a 4-point game. Brock with the ball now, looking for an opening, gets it to Ballinger. Ballinger to Bolton. Bolton trying to charge in through the paint. There's going to be a foul coming up.
The foul is on number 23, Antonio Bishop.
Bishop getting called on the foul. And another media timeout. We hate to leave you, but we have to. So says Joe. Welcome back, folks. Marcus Johnson along with Chip Herring here. Pacers leading the Cougars of Columbus State 69-65 as we'll see Bolton try to inbound it. He gets it over to Kevin Schwiesu. Schwiesu hands it back off to Bolton. Bolton looking for an opening, but that Columbus State defense is not opening anything up as it's passed over to Ballinger, back to Bolton. Bolton dancing around, trying to find an opening. He's going to find it in Milenkovic. Milenkovic up and in for the three-point basket.
Milenkovic representing Serbia well.
Columbus State with the ball now. Payne has it, gets it over to Lambert. Lambert sends it back on over to Dixon. Dixon gets it to Bishop. Bishop over to Ellis. Ellis up for 3 off the rim. Dixon able to bring up the rebound and gets it over to Payne with a fresh shot clock. Payne trying to charge in there, gets it on out to Ellis. Ellis sending it back into Bishop. Bishop's pass is going to miss everybody and go out of bounds into the Columbus State bench. It'll be a Pacer ball.
Number 3, there is Joel. Back on the court for the Pacers, number 24, Brock Hill.
And Robert Hill coming back on out, another one of the Pacers' big men. Bolton sending it over to Ballinger. Ballinger back to Bolton, almost missed him completely. And now Bolton trying to come in on the net there, draws the foul, however. One of the things he's been good at doing today is drawing those fouls. And with that, Antonio Bishop has 4 fouls. Looks like Arbin Kamaj has been ready to come back in as Bolton sinks his first throw.
And with 4 fouls, that actually helps the Pacers as Bishop's sitting on 10 points, and he's proven he's got range all over the court.
However, they bring in Arbin Kamaj, another good producer for this team.
Pretty tough to deal with. He plays his defense from behind because he's got that big, tall frame, but even long. I mean, his arms are exceptionally long.
And it works in this sport to have those long arms.
Seems to.
Ellis with it. Passes it over to Lambert, but Lambert's unable to hold it. Looks like he threw it behind Lambert. And it's going to go out of bounds. That'll be another Pacer ball.
Yeah, when you can tie your shoes and not bend down to do it, you've got long arms.
That is something. I'd love to see that one day.
When you go to hug an average-sized person and you triple wrap them, that's long arms.
Kind of hard to triple wrap me, just going to be honest about that.
But he can probably get about a wrap and a half.
Okay, I'll give you that.
He's a pretty long arm fella.
And the play is blown dead here. It's going to be a Columbus State ball.
74-65 with 9:54 left on the clock. Ballinger playing a little tough.
I'm going to call a foul on Paris Ballinger.
It's one of those little handsy fouls. A little too handsy.
Almost looks like it was sold a little bit there. I mean, he may have made contact, but
I'm thinking the man should get some kind of an award, a trophy for acting.
Hey, it always helps when you can sell it a little bit more. Joel with the ball is going to try for it himself, puts it in there. Play blown dead on the shot, however.
And had Milenkovic, Milenkovic is going to get called for this foul. Had he just stood his ground and kept his hands up, he probably doesn't get a foul. He probably didn't get a call, but at least he gives some defense. But he kind of tried to get his own Oscar award there and went to the ground. And
so Joel will go to the line. So they call him for 2 free throws. First one bounces around and in. 74-66. And you'll see Nobles come in for Bolton the third. Joel's second free throw, no good, as Robert Hill comes up with it and just hands it to Nobles. Had to reach down quite a bit to hand that one off, actually. Nobles sends it over to Brock. Brock to Ballinger, but a travel call on Paris Ballinger. That is not a good, definitely a mistake there. Not a good time for a mistake.
Yeah, that's a little lack of focus there.
I was going to say not a good call, but I wouldn't mean that in like a bad, you get what I mean. Joel with the ball now as he's pressured by Ballinger. Sends it over to Kamaj, sends it over to Dixon in the paint. Dixon trying, puts it up, hits the rim, but a foul called. And they go for 2 free throws here.
Now we're going face on Brock.
Third to team 6. Opposite to the charity strike from Marcus Dixon for 2.
And now Marcus Dixon coming up for 2.
Mark Matthews about to come back in the game.
And the first shot, no good.
Substituting in for the
score right where it is.
Matthews and number 20, Henry Bolton.
Faison Brock and Paris Ballinger come off for the pair of Matthews and Bolton.
I want to offer up a congratulations again to the women's basketball team coming out with a big win over Columbus State earlier.
Back-to-back big wins for that women's team. Not only did they beat Columbus State today, but they
Georgia
beat
College
Georgia College.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yep. Both two top teams in the conference.
Mark Matthews inbounds it to Christian Nobles. 74-67 your score with 9 minutes left to go in this second half. Milinkovic with it, sends it over to Bolton. And Bolton will draw the foul.
Fouls on number 3 of the Cougars.
That'll be a foul on the
That's his second.
floor.
Team 7. It'll send Henry Bolton to the line for 1-1.
So Bolton will get a shot at 2 more free points. And first shot good, 75-67.
Bolton having a really good day today, 16 points. With a lot of chance to add to that. Starting right there.
If he could have back-to-back 20-plus point nights, that'd be a heck of an accomplishment for Bolton. But speaking of 20 points, Mark Matthews 21 on the day.
Yep.
But both of them are producing quite well. Burnett charging into the paint, puts it up, draws the foul. And Coach Vanderslice does not seem to agree with it.
The fouls on the Pacers, Austin Grimes. That's his second.
Grimes getting called on the foul.
Ryan Burnett.
He just came in the game.
Well, I mean, once you're in, anything can happen, I guess. Ryan Burnett will go to the line for 2. As we have a palindrome score up there of 76-67. And he's going to stay with like that as that shot misses. And the second free throw goes in there, and it's 76-68.
Austin Grimes from the free throw line. It wasn't that free, but the 2 points all happened with one shot, so he'll take that. Good effort. Pacers lead by 10. 8:25 left to go here in the game.
Now Joel with the ball, passes it over to Burnett. Burnett sending it back to Lambert. Lambert to Kamaj. Kamaj now just hands it off to Payne. Pacer defense not opening up anything right now. Matthews on Kamaj. Nobles on Payne. Payne for 3. And he misses, and coming up with the rebound is Austin Grimes as he brings it back down for the Pacer offense. Tries to take it himself, and it just rolls around the rim and out, but a foul will be called.
Yeah, Austin Grimes bringing the ball coast to coast. Taking on big old Kamaj. And Kamaj picks up his 4th foul, and that's pretty key with this much time left on the clock.
Actually, they're gonna give it to Ryan Burnett gets the foul called. Actually,
Well,
so
that actually worked out good then. But we've still got a media timeout, so we'll be right back.
And welcome back, folks. 78-68 your score, just under 8 minutes to play in the game. We'll see Austin Grimes go to the line for the Pacers for 2, fresh off this media timeout. First free throw is good, 79-68. Second free throw bounces around a bit, but eventually goes through. That gives the Pacers 80 points. Kevin Shrisu coming on now for Austin Grimes. And Columbus State passing it around. Dixon with it now, bounces it around
nice
inside the paint.
Crossover there. Shrisu didn't stand a chance.
That was some excellent moves there by Marcus Dixon, and it finishes off with 2 points. Now Christian Nobles coming down, pops it up, puts it in. 2 points for Christian Nobles.
That looks so smooth the way Christian Nobles just floated in the air. It's just a nice, sweet, soft touch.
Now here's a 2-point try, this time by Joel. He misses. Pacers come up with the rebound, and Nobles will bring it on down the court. Nobles to Matthews. Matthews sends it over to Bolton. Bolton over to Barnes, and now it's back over to Nobles. Nobles dancing around, gives it to Matthews. Matthews underneath the basket, and he's going to manage to beat Kamaj's defense and put it in for 2 more points. Now Payne has it. Payne puts it up for 3, bounces off the rim, and right into the waiting hands of Christian Nobles. Almost loses his rolls towards the out-of-bounds area, but he is able to corral it. Bolton with the ball, beats the defenders, puts it up, and puts it in.
Wow.
Some smooth moves there by Henry Bolton III. And that makes it 86-70, a 16-point lead for this Pacer team. And here comes another timeout. As we only 60-second timeout coming up. 86-70 your score with 6:23 left to go in the game. And we're back. 86-70 your score, just under 6.5 to go in the game. Columbus State has the ball, and they're going to have Payne bring it up for them. Payne trying to find an opening. He'll pass it on over to Joel. Joel with the ball now. Tries to get a pass into Kamaj. Kamaj with a long pass all the way over, almost beats out Payne. And now he gets it over to Lambert.
And
the foul was on the Pacers, number 23, Christian Nobles.
Christian Nobles going to pick up his 3rd foul.
It's his 3rd, and the team's 8th. 1 bonus for number 5, John Lambert.
Yeah, both teams are in the bonus now.
John Lambert now at the line.
Checking in is number 15, Jamal McGee.
And that free throw is good. 86-71. And that one also good. So both free throws sink. It's 86-72. Bolton bringing it up, gets it over to Barnes, and Barnes puts it in there. And with that, he's over 20 points as well. 21 points for Jalen Barnes on the night. Here comes a three-point shot from Payne. It's going to bounce off the rim. Rebound is picked up by McKee. Sends it back over to Dixon. Dixon loses it, but it's going to get batted out of bounds there by, I'm not sure, I believe it was either Bolton or Nobles who batted it out of bounds. Either way, it's going to be a Columbus State ball.
Just saw somebody post something about snowing in Charleston.
It's definitely not a place you expect it to snow. Well, anywhere down south you don't expect it to snow.
I
But
was going
still.
to say, we're way up here in the Northern Territory compared to Charleston, and we all giggled a little bit this week when they said strong chance of snow.
I remember I saw the snow plows driving around, and I'm just like, really?
No. Those weren't snow plows.
All right.
Those are dump trucks. It's trash day. It's trash day.
All right. Dump trucks with a little piece of metal attached to the front. We'll go with that.
Yeah, I don't even know. Do we even have those down here?
I don't know. The one I saw looked like a snow plow. So.
Number 11, Jalen Barnes.
So
Both of those count as team fouls, and both teams now have 9.
So a couple technicals coming up for both teams.
a little lack of composure. $16-point lead for the Pacers at 5:41. Nobody was really predicting this. I think that when they predict snow down here in Aiken, South Carolina, it's something to do with the milk people and the bread people. Like they have some deal with the weatherman. We need to sell more, so just say snow in your forecast.
Yeah, it probably is. It's a good bet, but another foul coming up here.
It works. It works really well.
Yeah, guarantee all the grocery stores just shelves are clear. You have one loaf of bread just sitting there. Another foul called on the Pacers. And it's going to send John Lambert to the line to shoot for 2. First one good, 88-73.
A lot of game left here. Can't sit back on your lead.
And that one will also be sinking through, 88-74. Christian Nobles with the ball now as he'll try to bring it up court. Sends it to Mark Matthews. Matthews sends it over to Henry Bolton. Bolton back to Nobles. Back over to Matthews. Matthews looking for an open man. Sends it over to Nobles again. Nobles trying to give his men time to set up. Shisa comes out trying to give a block.
6 seconds on the shot clock.
Nobles trying to fight through. Gets a shot off the rim. Fresh shot clock. Shwesu gets the rebound. Unable to sink it, however, as Columbus State comes away with the second rebound. And he'll bring it up quickly. This one over to Joel. Joel's going to try for 3, and he's going to get the three-pointer. And it's an 11-point lead now for the Pacers, 88-77. Barnes with it, sends it over to Nobles. Nobles trying to give his men time to catch up. Back over to Matthews. Back to Barnes. Barnes charging into the paint. Quick pass to Shwesu, but it's broken up. Ball on the ground. Everybody's scrambling for it. It's picked up by Barnes, and up and in for the 2-point shot.
How Barnes came out of that pile of people with the ball and had the presence of mind to just lay it in the way he did was pretty impressive.
Good mindset there by the Pacers. Here comes a three-point try. Bounces off the rim. No good for McKee. Rebound picked up by Barnes. Rolled over to Shwesu, however. It looks like Nobles and Barnes were both fighting over it, not realizing they're on the same side.
Well, that white jersey can confuse you, I think, from time to time when the opponents are wearing red.
I guess you could say that again. Bolton now with the ball. Trying to charge it into the paint. Passes out to Matthews. Matthews now charges into the paint. Lays it up. Puts it in for 2 points of his own. Now Columbus State back on the attack quickly. Lambert charging in. And there's going to be a foul called against, I believe, Columbus State. Yep, they're going to call it on John Lambert.
That'll be his first.
And another full media timeout coming up, so we're going to have to take a break. 92-77 your score. Pacers lead the Cougars with 3:43 left to go. And the media timeout concludes 92-77 your score. Pacers leading the Columbus State Cougars. And Mark Matthews inbounds it to Jalen Barnes. Barnes gets it over to Bolton. Bolton over to Nobles. Nobles sends it back over to Matthews. Matthews finds an open man in Bolton. Bolton now trying to make some moves into the paint. Passes it out to Barnes, and Barnes with the three-point try, and it is straight and true. 95-77 the score. Just over 3 minutes to go in this game. Lambert now with it. Fakes a three-pointer, gets the pass in there, and a little bit of a dunk from Antonio Bishop. Will be 2 points. Nobles over to Matthews. Matthews to Bolton. Bolton having to pass it back to Nobles. Back to Matthews. Over to Barnes. Barnes for another three-point try, and this one will also go through. It's 98-79. Pacers on the verge of hitting 100 points, and with over 2 minutes to go, there's a good chance they'll make it as that three-point try by Lambert falls short. And a foul coming up here to Jamal McKee.
That'll be his first foul of the game. These mics work better when you pull them down.
They do, they do. I've noticed that, actually.
Tip from Chip, tip from Chip. Make sure it's on.
So Jalen Barnes at the line for three. For two, I should say, not for three. I don't know why I said three.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that the foul was that heinous.
I mean, you want to call it a three-point? We can go for that. I don't mind. But Barnes' second free throw is good, and that's the 100th point for the Pacers. And Jalen Barnes now has 31 points on the day.
And the Pacers have, like I said, they lost their first home game here at the Convo this past Wednesday. And I think they were really proud of defending the Convocation Center. And it looks like that they definitely came here with a mission, getting that streak started up again.
And this is definitely a tough team to do that against. Again, this team's only lost one game on the season.
Right.
That's his second, and Mark Matthews still line for
now Mark Matthews going to the line for 2 points. Got to try to play catch-up now to Jalen Barnes. For most of the night, Matthews was leading in terms of scoring. Now he's down by 6. Make that 5 as he sinks the first free throw.
That's an impressive spread of points up there. You're looking 31, 26, 18, 8, and 2. Just the players that are on the court right now for the Pacers.
And that one will find its way eventually as both free throws are good. 102-79 your score. And here's a nice shot there by Scott, Tariq Scott. However, it just missed. The ball bounces around and out off the hands of Bolton. So it'll remain Columbus State's ball.
Columbus State got a long bus ride back to Columbus State today.
And no matter how much...
It's only going to be longer if they leave here with 2 losses for the women and the men's. Both teams were expected to win. Or, well, it's not expected, but favored.
Well, that's why they play the game, as you say.
Yep.
And here comes a shot, a little layup there by McKee, and it'll be good. So now score 102-81. Nobles passes it to Barnes. Go over to Matthews. He's just looking to drain a little time off the clock now. Loses the ball, and it's going to be picked up by Scott. Scott trying for the basket. It's going to bounce off the backboard and the rim and out. Now here's another rebound try by Ellis. That one will also miss, and the rebound now picked up by Matthews and passed over to Nobles, who gets it on in there to the big man himself, Robert Hill, who lays it up and puts it in. Scott with the ball now. Tries to pass it. It's going to get scrambled around, and now it's going to be picked up by Bolton, who gets it ahead to Barnes. Barnes passes it over to Matthews, and Matthews is just going to kind of tap it in there. Not a lot of hustle there to try to stop that play. I mean, at this point in time.
107 on the clock. You're down by 25 points. You got to feel like, well, we're going to have to see a lot of fouls for them to get back in this one.
And even with a lot of fouls, if they keep making free throws, I mean, last time we checked,
right,
Pacers were
90%, 90.9%.
Wow, 20 for 22. I'm not used to seeing
Not
that.
a bad night for the Pacers. Well, we're hitting the ball from anywhere on the court. Our threes are pretty strong, 47%, 52% from the field. And again, 90.9%, like 91% from the free throw line. Makes it tough. And right now, what Columbus State looks like they're doing, they're bringing in all their little three-point shooters. And you know who they are. They're smaller and they wear headbands.
And Kyle Tackberry coming on now off the bench for the Pacers. Get to see a little action here with just over a minute to play.
Along with Jeremy Wright. I'm assuming they're gonna kind of camp out in the corners. Here we go. Well, you got to pull the trigger. Otherwise, it doesn't matter if you can shoot, if you can make it or not.
And Boyd charging in towards the basket, draws the foul. No good on the basket.
The foul's on the Pacers, number 30, Kyle Tackberry.
Kyle Tackberry comes in and immediately gets a foul called on him.
Marcus Boyd.
Well, why waste time?
Get yourself on the stat sheet in a couple ways, I guess.
That's right.
So Marcus Boyd to the line for two.
Faison Brock looking like he's about to come back in the game, along with Paris Ballinger.
First free throw shot, good.
Substituted in for the Pacers, number 2, Faison Brock. Yep. Number 14, Paris Ballinger.
I gotta say, Faison Brock and Paris Ballinger are two really legit cool names.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with you on that one.
Makes Chip Herring sound so bland.
Yeah, try having my name.
Oh, thank God. I'm just kidding. Marcus Johnson. You are rocking a couple of pretty common names.
Yeah, I blame my mother for those. Well, and my father for the other.
You talking about the mom still got the Christmas tree up? Need we say more?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's a nonconformist. I applaud her for that.
We've had it up until March one year. I kid you not.
The three-point basket to number 24,
Wow.
Jeremy Wright.
Jeremy Wright with a long-range three, and he nailed it. Just came in the game.
Ballinger now draining the clock. 18 seconds on the shot clock, 20 seconds on the game clock. We'll try to steal it away there from Scott, but Ballinger holds him off. Keeps the clock draining, 5 seconds on the shot clock. And a travel called on Ballinger. Gives a little sheepish grin there.
6 seconds left on the clock. They're going to need 20 points quick.
So Scott coming up with it, trying to get a few points. Air ball, and that'll do it. Pacers win this one by a score of 106-86. Definitely a shocking victory for the Pacers. And
what can you say?
I mean, it was a good all-around win for them.
We hit when we needed it. They didn't. We got the win. Great day for Pacer basketball. The women's team upsetting Columbus State. The men's team following that up, putting a little cherry on top of the day by upsetting the men's team. So props to the Pacers for defending the combo the way they typically do. They usually roll out of here with a win.
So they're immediately starting their next streak at the Convocation Center. Next win streak, I should say.
1-0. 1-0.
And with that, final score 106-86. I'm Marcus Johnson along with Chip Herring. We thank you for joining us and have a good one.